Hey guys, today I'm going to be playing the G91 Pre Serie. Really great jet. I really love this thing. It was the first jet I think I spaded ever. It was either that or the Swift F1. One of them was the first one I spaded. But yeah, I love this jet. Love playing it. I got really lucky when I first got it, and I actually got a talisman for it. Like after my first match, I got a talisman out of a battle trophy. So it's always had a bit of a special place to play. And yeah, so just getting right to it. I've not used 50 cals in a while when I was playing this game. I was also playing with a teammate, like a squad mate. So we were talking to him on Discord. I had music playing in the background, so I've had to pretty much mute most of the game because, I can't let like YouTube copy strike me or anything, even though like there's no ads. You still get like a warning when you upload and there's like copyrighted music in the background, so I'd rather just not have to deal with that stuff. But yeah, as you can see already, going after an A5 Saber who's quite slow. I hit him, just like showing my lack of use of the 50s, trying to use them like Aidens. If those were any other guns, they probably would have killed already. Yeah, like this is the main problem I have with the 50 cals, is like I can't really aim them too well, and even when I do aim them, it's a short burst that I'm getting on target. Like that. I don't know what I've crit. It doesn't look like I've actually crit anything on him. And then they're just abysmal aiming. But yeah, so all of the audio's cut out, and all that because there was music playing in the background, and I just don't want to have to deal with that. There's a couple clips here where I thought the audio was almost entirely necessary because like of what happened in the game. Yeah, I'm just really starting to spray for this Saber, and I finally get his pilot, but there's someone on my 6. Or I think there is. I think it was the A4B, but it might have been a teammate. You don't really know. Go for this MiG-17 AS, just for a cheeky. He's going straight up. I am keeping an eye on the radar in the top right. I noticed that he's on fire, so I try and get a hit. I get a hit, and I'm like, that's enough for a crit, and I leave. Notice my squad mate has just been rocketed by what he claims to be an invisible missile, and then the guy crashes, so who knows. Go after this A4B, but not much else happens here, to be honest. Just like chasing an A4B who's too fast for me to catch. And yeah. So I start flying towards the enemy airfield. At this point, I don't actually realize it's the enemy airfield. And you'll actually get my reaction to that in-game in a second. But yeah, so I'm looking around. I've noticed I'm quite well damaged. I'm like, okay. There's a couple guys left on the team. Notice there's someone like miles behind me. So I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know how I didn't realize this was the airfield, but yeah. So I'm just going to include the clip of me actually reacting to this in a second. I just go back to base. Oh shit, this is their base. I thought I was coming towards our base. Shit, I feel bad now. At the same time.
I'm already here, so...
Yeah. See, as you can tell, I was not really paying attention. I wasn't expecting to get a very good game out of this, because I used like the shadow play record system rather than the usual system I use where it's just like recording the whole match, expecting to get a game. So I usually turn off my mic and stuff for that, so that there's just the game footage or game audio. Yeah, so I realize there's one enemy on the airfield. The A4B may jade out. I'm not sure what he does, but yeah. So there was the TU-14. Teammate was already strafing him, so I just get quick pilot snipe for the assist. And I noticed the AA just absolutely wrecked me. So I just start going back to base. Yeah, so back to base. I just check the scoreboard. This is a TU-14 coming back for his rearming, I guess. I think that's what he was doing. I'm not sure. He's coming back towards his base. I'm leaving their base. I have 240 rounds of ammo left. I'm not quite sure how, when firing 4 50 cals at the same time, you end up with an odd number of ammo. But I guess one of them slightly overheats and fires slightly slower or something. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, so I go after this TU-14. Notice my friendly is on him as well. The MD... Oh, fuck. MD-452? Don't really know my French planes, to be honest. Yeah, so he's all over the TU-14. Probably a bit of a dangerous position he's putting himself in, all those guns. TU-14 starts coming straight towards me. Give a couple quick bursts, and then pilot snipe him right there. Pretty happy with that shot. I'm still yellow all over, and I've got quite a fair distance to travel to get back to my runway. This is an enemy F11F, dogfighting a G91. This guy, I kind of feel bad for him because in this game, he tried to kill 2 different guys and they just crashed instead of letting him get the kill. And I've complained about this before, and I know how terrible it is, especially in something with a 26k repair cost stock. You know, you don't want to have to deal with that shit. It's just bullshit. I feel bad for him because I kill him later, and he never gets to pay off that repair cost. Yeah, so I'm flying back to base. Not much else to talk about really right now. Just speed. So I do have a quick pass on the F11F as I'm coming towards him. Notice that he's kind of, I think he's typing a message here, which is why he's flying in a straight line. And if my aim was any better with these 50s, I maybe could have killed him. Couple quick shots, missed them. Notice he's just put up a long message saying that people are like crashing instead of letting him get the kill. And I realize that this is probably the best opportunity for me to try and blag my way into a landing for free by saying if he lets me land, I'll fight him. And I'm telling the truth, you know, I would dogfight him if he let me land and let me bring up to speed. So yeah, I start flying back towards the runway. Anyway, so I'm flying back towards the runway, and I realize this, and I've included the audio from it as well because it's quite funny.
Which airfield are you aiming for?
On this right in front of me.
You mean...
Is that not the airfield? Oh,
no,
fuck.
the further one.
Why? There's like 3 airfields along here.
I know.
As you can tell, my map knowledge is very good, and I totally knew what I was doing. Yeah, so I sped up the footage because it's just landing, rearming, repairing, and then flying off again. At this point in the match, there are only 3 enemies left and 1 friendly. So I was thinking, oh shit, it's either hard carry or we just get fucked, or my friendly is actually good at the game, so who knows. Turns out we actually do win, and while I get all 3 of the kills, he's very helpful. I probably wouldn't have gotten the A4B without him. I realized that our airfield has just been bombed, so I'm looking up behind our base to try and find whatever bombed it, if it's a Tu-14 or Tu-4. And yeah, so I've just spotted it in the clouds. I'm going forward so I can gain more speed, and then I'll turn around. I've turned off my smoke so he doesn't see me in the clouds. So I start turning around. I'm like, okay, I'll make a pass on him. Now, this is the problem with clouds, is I'm going straight for this guy. I know where he is, and then he just disappears from view, and it's the most annoying thing ever when this happens. So I'm like, I think I know where he is. I hear, like, in-game I was hearing, like, huge engine sounds, because, you know, I could hear his props, so I knew he was a Tu-4. I'm like, okay, I'm near him, and then suddenly he pops into view right next to me. I'm like, oh fuck, I start firing, like, blindly. He starts firing at me. I get a lucky crit and kill his gunner, which lets me sit behind him, spray abysmally. Like, see, this is where I'm saying, like, I don't know these guns. I spray down to about 652 rounds. Now, that's about half my ammo wasted on one guy when there's 2 left, and he was probably the one I shouldn't have cared about the most, you know. So I was kicking myself there. Luckily, next kill is just good for ammo consumption, is all I'm going to say. And, yeah, so I'm looking for the rest of the enemies. Don't know where they are. Just vibing. Notice my teammate's taking off. He's doing the right thing and he's going slow. He's not bothering climbing, which is pretty smart. It's because my philosophy in jets is, unless you're going your max speed, you really shouldn't be climbing. Because you need the speed in jets to continue. Like, you're just fucked if you're low speed. And, like, that's the same with anything. But with jets, like, you tend to accelerate faster the faster you are going until you reach your, like, drag, thrust. I don't know the word for it. I should. I'm pretty sure I did a course on this, like, 2 years ago. Yeah, when the drag, level of drag, like, hits. So it's like a terminal velocity, but you've got a really strong engine. Yeah. And then, obviously, that's when you start climbing, which is what I usually do. Like, obviously, when I took off there, I climbed a bit excessively because there was a Tu-4. So, I had to go kill him. Generally, that's what I do. I'll do a low rush. I learned that from Spitfire, but also, like, just in general, it's the right thing to do. Now, I think I see these boats shooting at someone, but I don't. Then I notice the F11F behind me. And I'm like, I'm getting away from him quite quickly when I was pointing away from him. So I thought he was maybe like circling his airfield or something. But now that I'm going straight towards him, I'm getting like close to him even faster. This was kind of confusing. And then I realized that he's prop climbing. And he's obviously also AFK until like right at the last second. Couple quick bursts. Nah, that's just clean. Like, I gotta love it when that happens. And so I'm putting in chat saying, you know, maybe next time don't prop climb. You'd need speed, especially in that thing. Like I've noticed where I was flying like the Hunter FGA9 that I turn like twice and then go in a straight line, and the F11F that was chasing me and was catching me is now like losing so much speed compared to me, and it's ridiculous. Like I've not played it yet because of the stock repair cost. I do have it just sitting there, not ready to play. And yeah, but yeah, so we're up against this A4B. He's the last enemy. So I'm chasing him along. The MD452 is doing the exact same thing. We're just, you know, keeping in track of him. Maybe poking up for a quick cheeky slot, but no shots for luck. It's an A4B. He's got a little bit more energy than me. He's got a slightly higher top speed, I think. Maybe start chasing him again. He's doing the same thing. Probably, if I was a better pilot, I could have gotten a shot on him there earlier, but I don't really trust myself there, especially seeing how much like I sprayed at the start of the game against the TU4 and the Sabre that I killed right at the start. But yeah, so I've got 600 rounds, which should be enough for like any decent pilot to get a kill. And here we get some of the worst aiming you'll ever see. I've included the auto for this because, yeah, it's just ridiculous how bad my aim was here. As you can see, first couple of shots, absolutely miles off. Get one hit. I've used a third of my ammo and I've gotten a single hit. My teammate joins the call back in about now. As you can tell, he's not too happy with my aim.
See. Come on. Oh my god.
And there we go. That's game. 5 kills, 2 assists, victory. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I had a really good time in this plane. And I'll see you guys next time, I guess.